What's up guys, it's Bullseye here and I'm coming at you with another video today. And how's your day going? Or rather life for that matter, because mine's going just amazingly after last night, and I can get more into that some other time. But yeah, I'm doing great, so let's get into this video. This is entitled 10 Simple Tips to Get Better at Call of Duty. And I know a lot of my viewers may already know some of these or all of these because they're great Call of Duty players. But I'm hoping to help out you guys and even some of the people that aren't as good. So I try to make these tips not the most obvious ones in the world. Now some of the people who watch this might think that some of these are obvious, but hopefully not. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so I have an extra little tip before I get into the actual 10. So you can call it 11 if you want, but it's just a little extra bonus tip. No extra charge though for you guys. But if you want to get better, and I mean like if you really want to get better, don't just go through the motions. Don't just be on that autopilot stage. You know, you got to really try and really be conscious while you play and really think about everything you do. And if you do that, you will get better no matter what. So I just wanted to put that out there at the very start. So tip number 1. Sensitivity. This is probably the most helpful tip I can give anyone who plays Call of Duty games. You want to make sure that you have the best sensitivity that works for you. Sensitivity, it helps out with everything you do in the game. I mean, basically the game is 99% shooting. So if you want to get better at the game, you need to get better at shooting. And the one way you can do that is by becoming more accurate. Best way to be more accurate? Get a better sensitivity for you. Having a high sensitivity doesn't mean you're a good player. It actually hinders your accuracy, and it makes you worse actually. If you brought down your sensitivity from like a higher, I don't know, like anywhere from like 9 through 11 in this game, that's really high. Having a sensitivity of 3 to 6 is a great middle ground. It's not too slow where you can't turn fast enough, and it's not too fast where you can't be accurate. I myself am still contemplating which sensitivity to use, so play around with it a little bit, get the one that works right for you, and don't expect to have perfect aim once you choose a sensitivity. It will take a week to get used to, and then some to just improve your shot. So make sure to give it some time. Number 2. Adjust your aim during gunfights. A lot of people think they do this, but they really don't. What I mean by this is that some players scope in on an enemy, shoot, and don't keep their crosshairs on their target the entire time they're firing, and they just hope they kill their enemy. Adjusting your aim mid-shot means that while you're shooting, if you encounter recoil or if your target is moving quickly, jumping, or anything of that sort, you need to slightly adjust your shot till you're back on target. This is why having a low sensitivity is helpful. With higher sensitivities, adjusting your shot is nearly impossible. Another great tip that I always use is number 3, which is strafe aiming. Instead of actually aiming at a moving target, you can just strafe side to side to keep your crosshairs on them. This allows you to maintain higher accuracy while having mobility. Number 4, think about what could happen, not just what is happening. Some people don't like to think this hard while they play, which is fine. But if you really want to get better, I highly advise doing this. While I play, I have these kind of scenarios in the back of my head playing out of anything my enemy could be doing. Like, will he be around this corner, or maybe the next? What if he's got a sensor grenade, or what if he's sniping? All of these things run through my head, and by thinking about what could happen and where I'm located, I can properly execute what my next actions will be in game. Now, I know this sounds complicated, but it's just like in chess or really any sport that you may play. You play out scenarios in your head of what could possibly happen in certain situations to better predict and affect the outcome in your favor. This leads into number 5, which is to predict your opponents. If you know you're in a high traffic area on a map, and people are funneling through a door or a hallway, don't wait until you see them. Pre-aim or pre-fire will help you out a lot and will give you the upper hand in these kinds of situations. This really helps if your reaction time is poor or if you're using your neighbor's internet connection. Number 6, don't be predictable. Let's say you're in a clutch situation in S&D. Don't go in the trickiest spots. It may be tricky to you, but a lot of people know a lot of spots. Not a lot of people would guess that you'd be lying down right in the middle of the map, or that you'd be right on the bomb waiting for them. Number 7, move. Now I'm going to take a quick poll here. Who thinks it's easier to kill a standing target or a moving target? Okay, I think you guys get it. When you're in a gunfight, you want to try to make yourself harder to kill. And the easiest way to do that is to move. Like I said, strafe aiming is great for this. You can crouch, drop shot, jump shot. Just don't stand still. It's a lot easier to kill you. The perk lightweight helps out with this a lot, so that's just another useful tip. Tip number 8, play smart and control your engagements. Another great tip is just use your brain. Play intelligently. If you run around a corner and you see two guys about to shoot you, don't shoot back. Chances are you're going to die. If you're able to, run back around the corner, lay down, or get in a head glitch, and wait until they rush you. You'll have a much better chance at winning the engagement. Tip number 9 is probably the second best advice I can give you, and that's to know the spawns. If you know where the enemy is likely to spawn, 1, you'll know where they're going to be, and 2, you're going to probably be able to predict where they're going to go. This allows you to cut them off and to get more kills and less deaths. If you want to know where people spawn on each map, it's pretty easy to figure out. Basically just go into a combat training match, choose free-for-all, put radar always on, and then play the map. Right at the start, pull up your radar, see where everyone's at, take a picture of it, and there you go. That's where the spawns are. Now if you're wondering, well, where will they spawn in game? Well, usually your enemies will spawn in the most predictable place, which is usually away from other enemies. So usually, depending on where your team's at, they're going to spawn away from your team. And finally, tip number 10, keep a wall at your back. If you struggle a lot with being in a lot of engagements at once or being in the middle of the map, what you can do is just go on the outskirts of the map rather than be the center of attention right in the middle. This will help a ton because you only have to worry about what's in front of you rather than all 360 degrees of you. The last thing you want is to be on a huge kill streak and then just get killed from behind. It's the worst feeling ever. So if you can control your engagement and only have your enemies come from your front, it makes it a lot easier to get more kills and less deaths. So guys, that is the end of this gameplay commentary today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope these tips really help you out, and I hope you guys, some of you at least, try them out. Like I said, I tried to make them as unique as possible. Hopefully they weren't the most obvious ones. I tried to make all these tips useful to you guys and that you could go out right now, go into a game and practice all of these right away. I didn't want you guys to have to go and buy anything like a scuff controller or control freaks, and I know like these things really do help, but the fact that you actually have to go buy them is a little hard, and it's not the best way to do it, and I thought that maybe just giving you guys tips would be way better. But I don't actually have a scuff, but I do have control freaks, and I can say that control freaks really do help. And going along with the accuracy and sensitivity thing, control freaks have really helped me out with my accuracy and sensitivity, and I believe they're only like 10 bucks, and a lot of people have coupons for them. So if you want to go buy those, I definitely recommend them. They definitely do help. Some people don't like them, but I know a lot of people that do, and they're totally tournament approved, and they're just a great product, and they're cheap and they're easy. And I've had these control freaks that I use for almost 3 years now, and I've had both of them for that time. I haven't lost them, and they haven't broken. They've been amazing. So guys, I hope you liked this gameplay commentary today. If you would please comment if you have any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like if you liked it, dislike if you thought I could do better, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. As always, have a great day, and I will see you later.
You will be rewarded.